Hello. Good morning. Today is not a coffee day. Today is in fact a tea day. A day of tea. Not that type of tea. Today is a tea of chamomile and jasmine. More jasmine than chamomile. Ah. It's still in the kitchen though. I'm just setting up stream. 1 second. Can you guys tell how tired I am? I was up all night, drawing again. This time, I was like, it's because I had a deadline to meet for yesterday. Just a quick one. A quick one came out of nowhere. They're like, is it possible to get something done by yesterday? And I was like, yes. But it also means that I have to spend the entire day doing this. And so at midnight, I got super hungry. And I was like, I could either sleep this off and then wake up in the morning to do this, or I could eat right now, get some sugar in my system, and then stay up for another few hours. So that's exactly what I did, which is a terrible thing to do, by the way. Don't do that. I just had to do it because of deadlines. Yeah, art in 1 day is crazy. It had to be done. It had to be done because we're rushed on something, a personal project, but still, something's a little rushed. Today's Ark being angry as there is no coffee. No, I like my tea. The reason why I have tea is because tea calms me down. Tea calms me down more than coffee does. Congrats on getting first, by the way, Josh. Yippee! It's over. It can't hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt me. Nothing in this world can hurt me anymore. I've been through so much pain that like I can tank anything, guys. Once you're old enough, you can be like, all right, everything is just, I'm just jaded. I don't care. I've learned to not give a big cow turd about anything. No more cow turds for me. Ma'am, you don't eat breakfast, never sleep it off. But I always do. The night before, whenever I get hungry, I go, stomach rumbling? How do I make it not rumble? How about I just close my eyes? How about I just close my eyes, and if I were to close my eyes, the tummy won't rumble anymore. I will no longer longer have the urge for food. So yeah, I always sleep it off. That's how I intermittent fast. Because I love food, guys. I love food so much. You don't understand how much I love food. Every time someone talks about food, I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. And sorry. I got distracted. Yeah, I get super hungry every time someone talks to me about food. And then I'm always snacking through the entire day. Have you guys noticed this? I'm always like, man, I need to grab a snack from the kitchen. I need to grab a snack from the kitchen. But like, because I love food so much, I have to be super conscious about like what kind of food I'm putting in my system, what kind of food I'm putting in my stomach. Because if I were to constantly snack like this, and if I were to eat chips all the time, right, I am gonna gain weight. So I'm here eating friggin' garlic. I'm eating garlic whenever possible. Yesterday, you know what I snacked on at midnight? You know what I ate at midnight in order to like crave my hunger? I was eating boiled Napa. I was eating boiled Napa cabbage. It wasn't anything like different. It wasn't like a regular snack that everybody eats. It was freaking vegetables. It was boiled vegetables. There are better things than garlic, but I love garlic. I've got to a point where like I love eating garlic. I wouldn't call it my favorite snack, of course, but like it's good for you. I think you should eat bread, but that's full of carbs, Josh. Bread is bad for you. Bread is just sugar. That's all it is. And I'm like, I ain't about to eat that. Make a cucumber salad with chili oil. I need to. That's what I used to do. I used to cut up cucumber in slices, right? Like really, really thin slices. I would soak it in salt water. No, I would put salt over it. I wouldn't soak in salt water. I would put salt over it so that the moisture comes out, and then I would squeeze all the cucumber juice out so that it's a little bit more dry. And then I would add sesame oil, soy sauce, a little bit of honey, mix it all together, and then add some sesame seeds on top, and that's my cucumber salad. And I would have that all the time. But I'm not the one doing groceries in this household, so there's no cucumber. Nobody eats cucumber. Nobody here eats cucumber. I used to like snack on cucumber all the time. I would just take an entire stick of cucumber and shove that in my mouth. I learned this habit. I took up this habit from my the receptionist at the music studio where I learned singing, where I took my singing lessons, where the receptionist, a really old lady at the time, she would always bring an extra cucumber for me because the music teacher was always a little bit late. So we would just sit there in the dark, like eating cucumbers together. And then we wouldn't talk. She'd just be like, here's a cucumber. And we'd be like, okay. And then we'd just sit right beside each other, munching on cucumbers. I really miss that. Everyone of your roommate is a cat scared of cucumber. It's more like nobody cares for it here. I feel like my household doesn't really care for cucumbers. They're more like meat people. They're more meat people than they are veggie people. Like even during dinner, like we don't really have a lot of veggies in comparison to like when I used to cook for myself. It's just most of the time it'd be like all veggies. And then I would barely make any meat. Yeah, veggies are good. I prefer lightly salted carrot sticks to cucumbers. I actually don't really like raw vegetables too much, so I always prefer them boiled or roasted, oven baked. For carrots specifically, I like them when they're cooked. I like the mushiness of carrot. I don't really like crunchy stuff. I don't know what it is about me. I'm not about the crunch at all. I'm all about the mush. Like the more mush, the better. Just a lot of mush. You love crunch? I feel like a lot of people do. I'm just the opposite. Hello, Vay. Hello, grandchild. How are you doing? Mushy. Rather than mushy chips, I would say it would be like potatoes. So if you were to ask me, would I prefer a single chip Or would I prefer potato slice? I would tell you I would prefer potato slice. Like a boiled potato slice. I like cooked potatoes. As in, I mean, of course, all potatoes cooked. Like, all potato meals are cooked, but I like it when the potato's mushy. You know, you about being opposite, you love butter stuff. Yeah, I love avocado. It's like one of my favorite foods out there. Avocado, anything. I love durian. I love persimmon. You know, like the really soft persimmon, the ones that's like almost melting. I love that. I love it so much. Yeah, boiled carrots, boiled veggies, boiled potatoes, boiled root veggies. Instead of sweet tooth or got a bitter tooth. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little strange. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes the things that I like. Mushy taters. I like mushrooms. I do like mushy taters. But I'm like, that's just mashed potato. So just give me the mashed potato. I love mashed potato. I'm like a baby that refuses to chew on food. I'm like, I don't want to chew. I just want to like swallow it. I'm just a vacuum. I just want to have it in my mouth and swallow it. Have you considered going shopping? No. Me? Leaving the house? What's that? Actually, I did do some shopping, but I wasn't shopping for groceries. My cat's got some new bowls. They got some bowls that are more flat. They got some raised bowls that are flat. Their bowls used to be like just regular bowls and raised, but they're kind of chunky. They're hard to wash. And so I was like, why don't I just buy plates instead? And so I did. And then I bought like a raised platform for them as well. So I'm not like washing the entire platform and the plate because their old bowls were like that. And it's so much better for them because Senpei is really big and he has these giant ass whiskers. New bowls. Not new balls. New bowls. New balls? New bowls. If you guys have cats, not new balls, new bowls. New bowls. It's too early in the morning for me to get worked up. Bowls. You guys are doing this on purpose, aren't you? And so, if you guys know cats, okay, they have whiskers, and every time something touches their whiskers, they have it like they feel something. So you can there's something called whisker fatigue in cats, where if something's constantly touching the whiskers, they get overstimulated. And so my cat Senbei never finishes food at the bottom of the bowl, because it's too deep inside the bowl and his whiskers are touching the edges of the bowl all the time. The bowl. Why do I have to emphasize myself every time I say this? The bowl. So with plates, they can reach everything without experiencing whisker fatigue. What is thinking in your mouth? I don't know. I'm always snacking on something. It's a bun. Like a bunny bun. A rabbit bread bun. To be more specific. But I like calling it a bun because it's funny. It's funny to brush my rabbit's whiskers. Have you brushed a cat's whiskers before? They do this thing where they start raising up their upper lip. Right? Because you're like, this feels uncomfortable. They're like, please stop. I hope the cat likes the new balls. I give up. They do. They love their new balls. I was talking to someone about this yesterday too. Is it my pronunciation? I was talking to someone about their new bowls yesterday as well, and it wasn't you guys, but someone else that I was talking to was like, balls? And I was like, no, bowls. It probably is my pronunciation. I know that excuse me. I was listening to some of my VODs and as I'm listening, I'm going, what the hell am I saying? Like, is that even English? Am I even pronouncing words properly? So this is the one thing I gotta like fix for 2026, okay? Is to talk slower and to pronounce the words properly, because I think that I skip out on a lot of pronunciation of words, like, I don't know, things that require more mouth movements. I seriously hear bowl when you say ball sometimes. Ball, bowl. It just requires too many facial movements. Bowl and ball. Rock and balls. Rock and bowls. I had to cough. Muted myself so you guys don't hear the phlegm in my mouth. Ugh. Rock and bowl. Sip the tea. It's too hot right now. It's in a metal canister. You lost every single one of your points in the morning. On a Thursday morning. What a way to start the day. Let's return to those new vowels. Balls is ah. Balls. There's another one. I feel like it's hard because over the years, in like the entire life that I've studied English, I've had all of my teachers were from different places. Like, I didn't really study much in Canada. Like, most of my student life was like elsewhere. It wasn't in Canada. So like, I had teachers from freaking Scotland. I had a teacher from London. I had a teacher from Australia. I had a teacher from the islands of Canada. A lot of teachers from Australia. So my English pronunciation is kind of everywhere. Like, I don't have a specific. I'm trying. Like, I think I've started developing like a regular North American accent over the years, but at the same time, like, it's weird. And all of my friends were like Malaysian and Singaporean and Japanese and from Taiwan, from all of Asia, right? So I've had accents thrown at me from everywhere, from all across the globe through my entire student life. And so I'm like, how do I English, guys? How do I English? I don't know how to English anymore. Just lock in. Ugh. How do I lock in? I start turning to Super Saiyan. My eyes are focused. My science teacher was a pride green beret. A beret? A beret? A beret? What is that? And it was terrifying, like a soldier? Can you do a British accent, Grandma? I can't, because apparently you guys are like, oh, Ark, you sound like a sick Victorian child whenever I do it. And then I have someone else in chat going, that's not a British accent. You're saying, because I can't do a proper accent because I have so many different accents thrown at me throughout the years, right? Where I can't tell the difference anymore between languages. I can sort of do a little bit like of everything, but I can't do a proper accent of anywhere. Victorian is literally British. Yeah, but you guys make fun of me. Yeah, mixed accents, that's what it is. An Army Special Operations, one of them at least. Oh, I didn't know that. That must be scary. Does he treat you like soldiers? Like part of his militant team? His military team? Does he use thee, thou, and thy? No! You want to hear British? The British Ark? No. No. I refuse. And I know that there's like, okay, I didn't just have one teacher from the UK. I had several. So it was like, they're from everywhere in the UK. And if you've been in UK, there's like all of UK there's not just one British accent, guys. There's like 10 different British accents. There's like that one that you guys are using, the in it in the water. And then there's like the one where the Essex, or is it Sussex or Essex? The Essex British accent, and then there's the posh royal British accent, and then there's like, it's just, and then there's the Liverpool accent. That one I heard a lot of because I was there for a while. So there's like so many. There's 50 plus, there's 50 different British accents. That's why they all sound different. I can't do a single one. Received pronunciation is the posh. It's, yeah, I is that what it's called? Received pronunciation? There's too many. So it's not just, they all sound the same. No, they don't. If you've been to the UK, if you know people from there, everyone speaks it differently. Actually, I think the funniest one, I wouldn't really call it funny, but the most interesting one is the one from Liverpool, because their accent is super strong. Being the Yorkshire accent, because it's funny. Yorkshire accent, which one is that one? Which one is that one? The only one I do get super confused about, the two accents that I always get them mixed up, is the Kiwi accent and the Australian accent, because they pronounce words the same. Like with now, instead of saying now, they go now, right? And like there's a lot of different words that sound similar. So I don't know, I can't tell the difference between like New Zealand and Australian. Send Ark to New York to get the New Yorker accent. I actually don't know any. I think US accent is one of the most difficult ones to do, because I've been the least exposed to North America and to the US states. Like I've been in Europe everywhere, I've been in the UK, I've been in all of Asia, but North America, even though I live here, I'm like, I don't know any accents except for the one I'm using right now. The Aussies and the Kiwis hate being confused for one another. Do they? They would hate me. They would hate me. I can never tell the difference. Hello, hi Soy Boy, welcome in. Yeah, top of the morning. Okay, we have to start stream. We're drawing today, by the way. Let me just pull up my canvas. Where is it? Go over here. Oh, it's already up. Oh, that's perfect. Move me. Like work drawing or silly drawing? Today is a study. Today we're doing a little bit of studying. So I'm just gonna work on, I don't know what to draw right now, but I want to try some new techniques. Some things that might help me out in the future. I was gonna work on commissions today, but I'm like, I don't feel like showing it on stream. And plus, there's also some other projects I'm working on that I'm not allowed to show on stream. Unless we could, and then I like unarchive it, but that's too risky. That's too dangerous. Let me wash dishes and I can draw you. Have fun washing dishes. One of the most therapeutic sessions of the day, washing dishes. All right, pen ready. Tablet not on. Everybody should get a Bluetooth tablet. Like if you're using a desk tablet, not like, one with a screen, a drawing tablet, a Bluetooth one is so nice because you don't have to keep plugging it in and playing and unplugging it all the time. Art class? Maybe not. Maybe. There's a new brush that I just downloaded that I want to try using. I have on my iPad, but I've never actually used them before. And I do think they're gonna make my life just a tiny bit easier. And there's some new layers as well that I wanted to try using. Let's see, how do I do this? I'm gonna put it all in here. So if you guys can read kanji, it says kami, which is hair. These are, oops, these are my hair brushes. Ah! Yeah, these are hair brushes. I'm also separating, I'm gonna separate some other brushes here because at the end of the day, I think it does help a lot when you have your brushes in separate locations and they're categorized so that you can find them better. So all of my shadow brushes are gonna go here. Um, these are the default brushes. I also have some like random clothing brushes. Like I have like this one here that I really like using for zippers because who the hell is gonna draw an entire zipper, right? So we're gonna put this here too. That's like one of the first things I love doing when I set up Clip Studio is to download brushes. Like I have a chain, which is super useful as well, that I was using in the commission work I was doing yesterday. So this is going in here. And then I actually have a whole bunch of zippers that I downloaded. Oh, this is like the zipper. I technically don't need this. Like nobody needs this. You can just draw your own, and it's probably better to have a custom version of one. But if you're feeling super lazy, you can use this. I never use this, but I'll put it back in here anyway. Shadows. And now it's time to rename this. So this one's called hair. This one's shadow, and this one's gonna be called clothing. Clothing. There we go. A zipper with a messy art style. It really depends, but most of my art style it doesn't really fall in there too much. And if you're just doing a quote unquote messy art style, then I think you would just end up with like having a straight line. Oops. Oh. This should go in clothing as well. Why do I have like two clothing? Oh God. Where is it? Okay. Hold this one back here. Shit. I have two clothing subcategories. Now shove this one. Oh no. There we go. In you go. Bead chains, braids. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, like if you were to do just like a regular messy zipper, you'd probably just end up with a straight line because you can't see it anyway. Because the entire art piece is messy. So you're like, I'm not going to focus on details. So you don't need details on a zipper. But if you're doing something like a PNG tuber, or you're doing something like a VTuber model, then you need the details. You need to zoom in. Everything has to be perfect and everything needs to be straight. Oh, this is also another brush I downloaded, an oil brush. This is the one I wanted to try because back in the day, I used to do a lot of painting. This one. This one adds a lot of texture. Now that I look at it, there's a lot of texture that goes into it, but it's not very dense. What if I were to change the thickness? Oh my God, it lags. I kind of like it a little bit thicker. Even thicker. What about, oh, now it's super laggy. Is it because of how much texture's in here? Maybe. This looks like blood stains. These look like blood stains. Anyways, we shall try it. Let me blow my nose. All right, I'm back. This looks like crayon a little bit. It's a very dry. It's a very dry oil brush. This wasn't really what I remembered. Like, let's go back. Oil brush. You guys are probably not seeing what I'm seeing right now. But what I am doing is that I am... Oh my god, this one costs 200 bucks. These are some expensive brushes. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Forget it. We'll stick with this. What about wet blotting ink? There's a lot of brushes here I haven't tried. And I think today is one of those experimental days where I get to try a whole bunch of things. Is this meant for... Oh, I see. Okay. I feel like this is meant for watercolor. It can blot things. It's literally for blotting. So you're not supposed to be drawing with this. It's just for... It's really just for blotting. This really looks like blood, guys. We should use a different color. There we go. Some blue blots everywhere. And if you were to draw with it, then it turns into this. Which does make a really cool effect, but at the same time, I don't really see use for it. Because when you're drawing on a canvas, you're probably thinking of putting color on the canvas, and that's barely putting any color on the canvas. Like, something like this would be really nice for flowers. Like, if you're looking for the more patronly watercolor style, it would be really nice for flowers. Look at all these blue flowers. Hello, Ara. Welcome in. What happens if I add a border to it? Oops. I keep removing you guys. There we go. If we were to add a border... Oh. Because the... Ooh. Because the brushes themselves are not completely opaque, it does create a really cool effect. And then now if I were to draw with blotted ink... Oh, this is so cool. Anyways, I'm having too much fun with this. Let's actually draw something. Let's actually draw something instead of playing around. This is kind of like what the stream is for. I'm just playing around with different things. Ark is the Bay Harbor Butcher. I just can't prove it. You think so? Darn it! It's caught red-handed. How do you find out? It's time for me to run. Time for me to end stream because you found out my secret identity. I yet to draw a breath in this mortal world. What is that from? Ah! I'm Danish. Senbei. So this is how I made my VTuber model, and I'm gonna try this technique again because I haven't done this in a very long time. Take a G pen. Take a, where is it? My cat's been really clingy lately. He always wants company. And he's biting on random things to get my attention because he knows I hate it. I hate it when he bites on random things because he leaves teeth marks everywhere. New layer. Oops. This ruler needs to show in every single layer. So show in all layers that appears in every single layer that we draw in. Yeah? What does he want, guys? What do you think he wants? My computer is lagging. Okay. Let's close this out. Oh, rise. Why are we rising? What are we rising for? This is how we do things. It's a free outline. This is a free outline. That's a skull. And then if I do another layer, that was a new layer. Yeah. New layer. Put the layer properties in here instead. There we go. I now have access to it. Where's this music from, Grandma? It is... I don't know if this really helps much, just because, like I mentioned it before, that all of my music are licensed music that's not streamable. This is Eden from Shivui Lounge. The album is called Eden. So with all of the music I have on stream, every single music that you guys hear, unless I specifically say that I'm not playing licensed music in the background, or purchased licensed music in the background, that all of the music I play is I bought it. So they're not streamable anywhere, but I have this streaming license that you can get on Booth. It's Cardboards. Hello, welcome in. Been a while. I'm sorry, it's been so long that like I barely remember. It's been too long. Let's draw an elf. Not me, but a different elf. So this is the easiest way to separate layers, if you have a layer for everything. And then this is the fun part, guys. We're grabbing the hairbrushes that we just got, and we are drawing some black hair. And with, oh, the lines are like everywhere. We'll have to fix that later. Okay. Get rid of the ruler. This is one of the hair strands. This is another one. They kind of... do they work? Yeah, they kind of work with... I need to zoom in a little bit more. With flipping too. What happens if I use this side and this one's black? I still don't create an outline. What if I use this one and this one's black? Still no outline. That's fine. It's probably better that way. How did the 3D Arc model turn out? It's still there. I just don't have tracking for it. So I don't know if I will be able to use it anytime. Whatever you guys saw on stream was the last time that I actually played with it. I also don't have water though right now. The only reason why I'm not using it right now is because it's still lacking a lot of things. I think all of my trademark features, right? Like the accessories on my face and my hair accessories, they're all missing. They're not there. They're not available. Is that a single strand? What the hell is this? Oh. Oh, interesting. Let's thicken up all of the hair right now. It's a little bit too thin for my liking. But if I were to make it thicker, not with this brush. Oops. Make it myself. Maybe. That would be a lot of work though. I did learn Blender, but I learned Blender for another commission. I learned Blender so that I could do backgrounds because I'm gonna be drawing a lot of chairs. It's 17 characters for that one commission, and I'm like, that's a lot of characters to draw and a lot of background to draw. So I think the hair strands work at the end of the hair, but I wouldn't really use it for some of the top parts, the top half. I think they work better when they're bigger, because you're gonna end up with like very, very teeny tiny strokes. So let's grab a regular G brush, because all of this needs to be filled in. It looks nice at the bottom parts, but it doesn't look that nice at the top. And this will be kind of annoying because it means I have to switch back and forth. So can I copy and paste a pen? Can I move the G pen into here? I can. I'm about to sneeze. Ugh. I think the elf has pattern baldness. We haven't finished drawing the hair yet. The elf was originally bald. We're growing hair on this bald scalp. We're in the process of giving them hair. They didn't lose it. I love how accessible 3D modeling has become. You can make anything after passing a knowledge check. Yeah! You absolutely can. I think 3D is actually the future of VTubing. Not saying for regular streaming. I think regular streaming 2D still works very, very well, and it will continue to work very, very well. But in terms of corpo, like if you're thinking about corpo VTubing, where corporations are more focused on activities, community activities, engagement, holding special events, I think that's where the 3D shines. You can't, most indies don't do that. I feel like most indie VTubers are just like, I just want to stream games. I just want to stream things I'm doing on the computer. But if you're thinking about working in a big corpo and corpo environments, then you're kind of required to do more like live events where you're doing stuff, right? Like you're physically doing stuff and not just gaming. And that's where all the 3D shines. So if I know a lot of corporations right now aren't integrating Warudo into their systems, but because it's becoming a more popular thing now that I feel like they will. It's nice to know. It's nice to like go into it early. Because right now there's not much of a competition when it comes to 3D events. I think HoloLive is doing a lot more of that. Niji Sanji still does a lot of that, but like still, if you're a corpo and you're more like if you're just starting out, you're not really competing with with the big guys yet. That's an 8 head. An 8 head, like that's an 8 head. What do you mean it's an 8 head? These are the ears. I guess the great thing about this as well, the free borders, the layer borders, is that they mold with your drawing too. So if I just went like this, you would see the outline would be there. This is a really lazy way of drawing, but it does make things a little bit easier. I need to move OBS out of the way because this is not it. And this as well. I like that. I hate line art. Right? Makes it easier. Makes it way easier. I was drawing everything on one layer. Oops. Like, this is great for clean line art. I don't really do clean stuff most of the time. When I'm doing VTuber models, when I'm doing PNG tuber models as well, I have to be a little bit more specific. I need to go into the details, so like something like this would help more. That is black hair. It's still missing a lot of things. Like, I don't like the shape of it. I really don't like the shape of it. So this is a regular G pen, right? No, this is a real G pen. Oh boy, okay. Put this here. Actually, G pen just can have its own category, whatever. The reason why I don't like it is that there's not a good silhouette here, right? If I were to have this length of hair, I think I would change the shape a little bit more. So for instance, I think I would have more flying strands up here. These two sides, like this side and this side, is too symmetrical. And it's probably because I was using the same brush on both sides, the same hairbrush on both sides. So is it really a shortcut? I don't know. Don't think so. And this is just such a boring line coming down here, right? So I'm gonna add a few things coming down this way. And delete this side because it's not straight. So that's already, there's a little bit more character in the hair. I'm about to sneeze again. Dying. Today is a day of dying. Thank you for the blessings. I think the rest will be... We will probably just rely on rendering. Yeah, the rest will be rendering. The only problem here is that if you want to render here, if you want to render the hair or if you want to render the face, and you also want to have a shortcut for it, it's gonna suck because watch this. The only way you can do it is by rendering in multiply layer, because if I were to try not doing it in a multiply layer, it's gonna get rid of the outline. Oops. Where'd it go? Like, the outline's gone. Yeah, it just disappears. So I'm gonna have to use it in multiply. And that's like one thing that I probably should consider. Oh, is the faceless yokai elf? There's the door. I'm gonna go get the door, 1 second. There's someone outside and they're waiting for me. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Back to the drawing. Just a local church again. Right, it's rendering. It is rendering time with the multiply layer. And the one thing I don't like about the multiply layer is that it's... it blends in with the color that you have in the background, so it doesn't... I mean, I guess it does kind of work for shadow if you want the shadow color to be this color specifically. But there's... You're also limited in... the color that you want. Go back to multiply, and it sucks because now I lost the color. Where is it? Where is my color history? Why are you screaming, Danish? Why are you screaming? Are you doing okay? That's not the right color. Is this one? It's this one. Why am I picking up the phone? Why are you picking up the phone? Oh, it's work related. I don't know. I don't know why you're picking up the phone. Don't ask me. It's 20 minutes of talking with boss man. Don't you hate it when you're like, you expect a call to be 10 minutes long and someone on the other side is just like, yeah, this is just gonna be I'm not gonna take much of your time. I just want to talk for like 5 minutes. And then they end up talking for like 20 minutes and you're like, dude, I gotta go. Like, you promised me like 5 minutes and like an hour has passed and I have work to do. And they're like, wait, hold on. And then they keep going. And you're like, dude, I literally said I have to go. What do you mean by hold on? And then like they keep going, so you just end up hanging up on them. But it's so rude. It's so rude to do. But at the same time, you're like, I can't keep talking like this. I'm busy. So they just hear a beep on the other end. Today I opened my stupid mouth at work and now I have to do extra work at home. Sometimes it's just what it is, you know? That's what happened to me too. There's this one time where I was like, there's something wrong at work, and I'm like, I should probably tell someone that there's something wrong. The minute I tell them that there's something wrong, they're like, oh, Ark, thank you for letting us know. Can you fix it? And I go, ugh. That's no. I don't want to. I have a lot of coworkers like that. People who keep talking. I was doing that with someone recently. Like, they probably think I hate them. They haven't talked to me in a while. Because the last time that happened, I just hung up. I was like, I can't do this, man. I can't. And then ever since that one talk, they haven't talked to me. Message them, Ark, easy. I don't want to. I actually prefer not messaging them because it means I have to talk more, and you guys know how much I hate talking. Plus, that person's a yapper. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence of would I just rather... I'd rather not speak to them. I don't hate them. I don't hate them, but I just rather not speak to them now because I'm so busy. And I know that if I were to have conversation with them, it's gonna be another few hours wasted. We should figure out the light source. Let's have the light source coming from what you stream. It's a little bit different because I block in time to stream because that is the time of my day that I said I'm gonna stream. But I didn't schedule time to talk to people, and I prefer not to because I'm like, I'd rather work and get work done than talk to people. Streaming is different. Streaming's a little bit different. Actually, it's very different. It's part of my schedule. And then you could argue that why don't you just schedule time to talk to people? I'd rather use that time to work. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm strange. I'm one of those people that do a lot of yapping on stream, but then after stream, I go nonverbal. One of my close friends compare me with Chikawa because they're like, you literally don't talk. I just make sounds. Like if you guys have ever watched Chikawa just makes sounds. He just goes, and that's just me. That's me off stream. Yeah, streaming is me scheduling to talk to people. Talking to friends is not on my schedule. I'm just an introvert. Talking? What's that? Don't feel like it. I'm good. If you have something to say to me, make it quick. Because I will get impatient. Actually, light source looks like it's coming from here. It's coming from this side. So this is... We put down one shadow. One color for the shadow. But it's not good enough because it's still not enough dimension. So this is just a big shadow, right? And then now we gotta think about the small shadows. The smaller shadows that will help define shape even more. So let's grab this color again. Even though I hate it, we're gonna have to do another... We're gonna have to use the multiply layer. And think about like where exactly the sun don't shine. Oops. Darker. Even darker. Why isn't this working? So I am, oh, I'm not using a brush, that's why. There we go. There we go. Turn down the multiply layer. Opacity. So where it's the darkest, if you think about it in a ball shape, darkest would be the Terminator line. And if the head itself is a ball, the Terminator line should be at around here. And let's blend it a little bit. There we go. Super blended. And then we're also gonna do, I didn't say where the sun don't shine, by the way. That's a different phrase for something else. But it's literally where the sun doesn't really shine. That's where it's the darkest. And they're under. It's gonna be exactly where all of the layers, the hair layers are. There's gonna be one here. We should probably make it so that it goes into the face just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna add an extra layer here for some character. Hello, Scotchy. Whoa, it's been a while. How are you doing? There we go. This brush is too thick. Thinner, having a thinner brush is better. And hair definition. Define all of the strands, the more important strands. There should be another one here as well. One right there. I think the way I render hair might be a little bit different from other people because most people just do I actually don't think a lot of people think about lighting when it comes to each individual strand, but I'm always thinking about lighting when it comes to strands. Thinking about lighting all the time. So it doesn't, like, that didn't make sense there, that shadow. So I had to erase it. How are you? I'm feeling the allergies today. I have really bad allergies today. But I'm living. Just woke up from a big nap. I need that. I also need a really big nap. This is before, this is after. Like, already there's a bit more definition with the hair. Already there's... We're doing rendering. We're doing rendering. Hair rendering. There's another strand that comes in right here. I think this strand, this strand right here is the part that gives the hair the most character, right? Because without this, it would be kind of boring. All the hair would just fall downwards. But having this extra layer that's just like flipped up is kind of nice. We're flipping this because now everything's lopsided. We just have to make sure that things are not lopsided. Always flip the canvas, guys. Always flip the canvas. The light is coming this way, so it doesn't make sense for this to be here. Gotta fix the light too. Gotta fix everything. BRB going out to pick up food. Kebabs. Chicken kebabs. Where's mine? Huh? On Danish? Where's mine? How did you know you're getting kebabs? Because you're always getting kebabs. I know some of you guys from the back of my hand. Was that sarcasm? How did you know? What does this guy eat other than kebabs? So there's like a lot of texture going here, but there's not enough on this side, which is why we're adding more. This is becoming the Karen hairstyle, but it's okay, it's fine. And I'm making this strand thinner because it's the same thickness as the rest of the hair. There we go. It looks like I kind of just used one singular brush throughout, and I did, but I don't want people to know that. This needs to be better. This needs to be way better. I want more darkness. More! That's too much. More texture. Oh wait, black hair, you never actually want to use black. You just want to use a dark gray. Unless you're drawing something really specific, or sorry, really realistic, and the hair is actually black. And the way you show textures by adding highlights, but I like it when it's not completely black. I could take more food pics, however I end up eating half of it before realizing to take a pic. That's fine, don't take any pics. I don't need it, it's just gonna make me jealous. I hate looking at pictures of food most of the time because I'm always hungry. I can only look at food pics like in specific instances when I've just finished eating. Or while I'm eating. Is this? Did I draw this in the wrong? No. I get it. I get it. I didn't draw in the wrong layer. I get what I did. I put the terminal there. I understand now. And this part is a little bit too much shadow on the face. I'm gonna call it I'm gonna call it done with the hair for now, but there's still so much more I could do with it in terms of lighting. Chi Association raid. Whoa! Hi guys, welcome in. So how many dudes? Were you guys counting dudes? Were you guys doing a little bit of math counting? How many were there? How many dudes were there? How you guys doing? How's your stream? What is that? What is how many dudes? We got sidetracked. So you guys stopped counting dudes? In the middle? There's a lot of them. By the way, hi guys, I'm Ark. We're just doing an art study stream, sort of. I was going over some of my brushes. Like, look at this. I have a super cool hairbrush. Oops. And so I was trying to create hair strands with this. As you can tell, like this strand literally right there is from this brush. But I'm still trying to make it work, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep using this at all. We're also using like what is this? A border. It actually looks pretty nice without the border. Now I'm conflicted. Do we stick with the liner or do we take away the liner? I don't know. I kind of like it without it. Sometimes if you render enough, you don't need liner at all. Which is why I was talking to a friend, like a friend who does a lot of art, and he's like, yeah, my liner is literally 1 pixel because he doesn't do line art. Golem, hello, welcome in. Right, still amazing brush. It's a demo still, but it's like a roguelike with a lot of dudes to defeat one enemy. That's funny. 1 dude versus an army. 1 dude versus 10 gorillas. Who will win? How many dudes can... Oh, that's why it's called How Many Dudes. How many dudes can 1 guy fight before it all goes downhill and then he dies? I'm gonna assume that's what it's about. It sounds like a fun time. Sounds enjoyable. Sounds very interesting. Brush audit stream. That's what it says, yeah. Just play Man of Nolan before How Many Dudes. The Man of Nolan. Oh, Man of Nolan. I was looking at that one. I think I was gonna play that one. And then, my schedule got busy. It's already hard going against 2. Why? You just need a weapon. You literally just need a weapon, right? Think about this for a second. Just a single hand grenade can probably take out a few. This is what I'm saying, guys. We just need more than 1 arm. We need 8 arms. If everybody here had 8 arms, we would all have enough arms to hold multiple weapons in hand. And with multiple weapons in hand, you could defeat an entire army all by yourself. Think about how many instruments you can play. Okay, let's not talk about violence. Like, let's talk about music and other things in life. Think about how many instruments you can play at one time, right? 1 instrument per 2 limbs. Let me steal some extra arms. Oh, thanks, Thought. I'd appreciate it. How are you gonna do that? Cut some off and sew them on my body. Thank you very much. I think with my new model, I'm gonna end up doing this for the hair as well. Where it's still super messy. I spent like an hour on this and we're still on hair. But this is how it usually goes for all of my commissions. And we're not even on the face yet. We're not even on the rest of the body yet. I wonder why it takes so long with commissions. This is the reason why. I'm always working on something small that if you zoom out you can't see anyway, but if it's a VTuber model, like all of these little areas need to be covered up. Like, look at these lines. These lines are not lining. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. You gotta super zoom in. You're like, these lines are intersecting. They make no sense. I have to delete this. This line is not a good line. I gotta delete all of this. Ugh, sorry, I'm just frustrated now. Losing my patience with art. Gonna attach him to you so you can crawl up and down the stairs like the Ark spider. No, that's not. No, I never do that. No, ew, the thought of it is gross. That's something that Clock would do. That's not me. I mean, granted, the art is always pretty, so it checks out. Oh, thank you. I would like a break from this face. We're done our hair study here. We're done our hair art practice here. We should probably work with something else. I want to start drawing eyes like the characters in Endfield. Maybe we should do that. We should take a break from the hair. Not do hair anymore because the rest is just clean up, right? The rest is just cleaning up, and I don't like clean up. Because that really takes the longest. Every time I'm like, guys, I'm finalizing something for you, it's because I'm just cleaning up. I'm cleaning up everything. And here I am doing it again. Okay, we gotta ignore it. You're the one who said multiple arms. How do you think it would look? I mean, just, what's his name? From Spider-Man? The guy with, like, multiple arms behind him? Or, that one god? With the multiple arms? What's his name again? Doctor something? Like, yeah, like Asura. Like Asura. Like this Asura, the god. So not like a spider, right? I'm not suddenly going horizontally on the floor. But I am still vertically up. I'm still walking on 2 legs. I'm not walking on my arms. If I wanted to look like a spider, I would have multiple legs instead of multiple arms. But arms are for grabbing things. They're not for walking on. It's a little bit different. Still gonna look like a spider when you lay down. Yes, but like think about it a little bit, right? Arms are for, like, as I was saying, arms are for grabbing things. They're for you're utilizing every single one of your fingers to do something different. Like, I could be using my fingers to type on a keyboard. I could have multiple keyboards right now. I could have multiple PCs. I could be like multi-boxing. I could be playing Final Fantasy and like leveling up 5 different characters at once, right? Yeah, I could climb up walls. No, because I would need spider grip. Stop thinking about spiders. I'm not crawling up walls with my 8 hands, right? There is nothing to grab onto on walls unless it's meant for grabbing, like bouldering or rock climbing. Then yes, I would be climbing up walls, but regular walls, I don't know. That's quitter talk. I'm a quitter. I'm gonna have to invent some sort of like flubber thing for not flubber. That's from the movie, right? I need to invent some sticky glue that secretes out of my body so that I could attach myself to walls. It is flubber, isn't it? That was a movie? But no, that's not the reason why I want multiple arms. The reason why I want multiple arms is to do more things. If I wanted to walk like a spider, I had more legs. I want multiple legs. Some higher being has been bombarding me to learn how to draw. It is a very scary coincidence and possibly one needed. Welcome in, by the way. We are doing some art studies with brushes, more like. I am trying to figure out like which brushes do what and if I can sort of utilize them into my art flow and make it easier for me. But right now, I don't think it's doing much. Because I'm just going back to doing exactly what I was doing before. Because the brushes are kind of limited. I'm also trying to utilize the outlining tool a bit more, but it's not. I feel like with these lines, right, with these outlines here, I don't know if this is gonna work, because I'd rather just draw a singular line coming down from here to here with line weight, because this has no line weight at all. There's no line weight here. So this part would normally be thinner. This part would be thicker. Sorry, this part would be thicker. This part would be thicker. And in the middle would be thinner. And same with this side. This side would be thicker. Would be thicker here. And thicker down here as well. And if this was to become a VTuber model, these lines need to go here. Like, look at this brush. I think it works if I was just doing a quick sketch, but I don't think it's gonna really help me out in the long run. You can see that in the bangs as well. Like, it's not working. Not working for me. Because I'm just drawing over them. It's making it look a little bit messier. It does add texture though. Hello, Vika. Welcome in. I think the outline brushes are better for setting thin laces and stuff. I think so, but you know what's even easier? This. Can I? I don't think you would need outline for this at all. You wouldn't need outline. You detail so fast. It's just a brush. Low-key, more arms is cool, but sleeping would probably suck with how cramped curling up would be. I imagine that you would just be like a ball. And then, you know bugs? You've seen bugs before, right? I'm not comparing myself to a bug, but your entire body is kind of just like curled in like this. Right? This is your body, and then your arms would just be like doing that, like a little bug. We're all just bugs. How quick can I draw arms? Would it fit? Our bodies don't really turn. We don't really curl this much, guys. Yeah, our body doesn't really curl this much. Because this would really hurt our spine. So rather, I think we would be like this. This is as much curling as our body can do before things start hurting. So your arms would just go here, and if I want 8 arms, then it's like 4 on each side. Yeah. Like a dead spider. Like a dead spider, yes. There we go. I think her head would be tilted a little bit lower. This is why everybody needs a body pillow. Every single person needs a body pillow. Because you want to put the body pillow like in between your legs so that there's some space between your legs. Because normally, like on a human body, right? There needs to be space here. And then your head can also rest on the body pillow. Because you need some space for your other shoulder in the back as well. This is how I used to sleep. I kind of miss my body pillow. Kind of like that. Right? So your head's on it. Your arms are grabbing it. Your other arms on like your other 4 arms, if you have 8 arms, you're living the dream, would be on the other side, hugging the pillow. And this leg would be on the other side of the pillow as well. Kind of like that. So your body has like it's like in its normal position. I thought you meant like a daki for a moment. I mean, this could be daki. This totally could be daki. That's what dakis are, right? You could have your super cute anime girl in like on the pillow. She's sitting in between your legs. Ads are starting. Oh, we're in ads right now. Some of you guys are missing some exclusive content. We're talking about anime body pillows, and someone out there is like, ah, man, I'm watching some taco ads. I can see how comfy that would be. Yeah. I miss sleeping like this, because now I don't have a body pillow, and I wake up with pain everywhere. I wake up with so much pain on my shoulders. I wake up with pain on the back of my neck. Right there, specifically. Sometimes, like, my hips have started hurting, but I think that's just age. I think I'm just old. I should buy one soon. Thank you for reminding me. I need to buy one too. I need a bigger bed though, because my bed is like filled with other pillows and other things. I need like I think I need a queen size. I think I need to upgrade. I need a pillow upgrade. Anyways, let's move this over. Oh. I drew everything on the same layer. There we go. Anyways, I did say that I wanted to do a little bit of eyes. But now that I think about it, I also want to do this. The hair. Overlay. Or brightening up the hair strands at the bottom closer to the face, because this is your hair is not completely opaque. But eyes? What about the eyes? What about the eyes thought? Okay, eyes. Eyes it is. Eyes it is. I need to drink some water. Girl, you're not that old? I probably am not. I just like to say that I'm a grandma. Because I know a lot of people here are young. It's not that I'm old, it's that we just have babies in here. We got some babies in chat. I'm sorry, who? Not you. You're also old Danish. Gonna hop off now. Hope you figure things out. Things will click when given enough time to work. Have a good stream and drawing thingy. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, burp thingy. Sorry, burp with a hat. Burp with a thingy on your head. Look, I can't help the fact some of them are new. No, like, they're like babies age-wise. I always tell people, don't tell me your age. Don't tell me how old you are, and then they do it anyway. And I'm like, why are you telling me that you're a tiny baby? Now I have to watch the words I say. Now I can't swear on stream. Now I'm gonna force everyone to call me grandma. Because for some reason, all the kids are super horny. And I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? This is not a horny stream. So I force them to call me grandma because, like, I don't get horny for grandma. My innocent ears are... What? That's just how it is. My mama tells me it's time for nap. Good night. I did tell Clock, I'm like, if there's even a whiff of a child, you're banning them. And some people here are babies, but you're not baby enough for me to like ban you. So of course you can stay. There are times when I'm like, I have to remember that there was a lot of babies, especially on YouTube, on the YouTube side of things. The Norny doesn't go away, we just suppress it behind existentialism and making ends meet. Well, I guess I'm grandma to everybody now. Everybody needs to call me grandma. Yeah, it's actually, you actually get so much more texture. In the hair when you're just drawing it yourself instead of you being lazy by using brushes. I guess that goes for everything. That goes for everything. Okay. Are we finally doing eyes? Let's draw a general shape. I don't like that shape. Do I like this shape? Do I like this shape? I actually think I like this shape. I like it when the eyes, the hair looks like, here's the thing, the hair looks like it belongs to a character that is more edgy, but I actually don't want to make an edgy character with this. I want to defy the logics. I want to defy the cliches. I want to make a soft character. So this is not going to be a Karen. Best grandma? That's right. It's right, grandchildren! Don't worry, you're still a beloved grandma. Just a beloved granny. If I wasn't beloved, I wouldn't be streaming. I'd just be like, I need to better myself. I need to make it so that people like me more and I can be a better role model for other people, for the youngins out there. For all the children who are watching me. That's actually one of the reasons why I like streaming, because I'm like, I think that there's not enough role models out there for kids because they're all looking at people who are making terrible decisions and they're just following them, and I'm like, but I could be a better person for them. I could be a better role model than everyone out there. Yeah, I'm Arc 99, that's what I am. It might be, but you have the wrong crowd for positive role models. That's true. That's true. I could fix them. Grandma can fix them. Don't worry. I don't know if I can. If I was a good role model, I'd be like, yeah, you're perfect the way you are. But no, I think everybody can be better. I can't fix anyone. The only way someone can get fixed is by fixing themselves from the inside. They have to do it themselves. I can only be a small, what is it? I can only offer suggestions. We're gonna flip this again because I don't think it's... Where'd the face go, guys? That disappeared. It's on the other side. Oh boy, okay. Ah! A little bit lopsided. This is why we use the ruler. If we're drawing a front-facing face, right? We need to fix the asymmetry. It's better to just use a ruler. There we go. Now both eyes are the same. We have a good stream meetings all day, so lurk. Alright, have fun with your meetings. Try to, at least. I hate meetings. Are the worst. There we go. That's something. That's a shape. That's the shape of an eye. Point here, though, isn't... Actually, maybe it's the entire eye. Maybe it's the entire eye that we do. Maybe I should just draw one at a time. And then I just copy and paste and be super lazy. Which I said I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna be lazy, but we're gonna be lazy regardless. I take back my words. We're only gonna focus on one eye because this is just a study. We're just doing some practice. Let's take a look at whose eye. Not mine, but... My mouse stopped working. Let's take a look at Levitane's eyes from Enfield. Surtur's eyes. So even though her eyes are purple, there's like so many different colors in there. And I want to start doing that with all of my characters too. Where'd they go? Copy, image, paste. Let's do a quick study. Let's delete some of this because it's just covering everything. I want to study the way they do 3D hair as well. I should probably do that. See, there's a lot of texture in 3D that I can't, it's hard to mimic in 2D. I think maybe if I were to add hair. Add a multiply layer on top of it. Grab black. Doesn't have to be black, just a dark color. Oh. And add some dimension by adding shadows around it because it curves back. The hair curves backwards. And if we were to add another shadow layer, let's use this one. So there's just a lot more strands. There's a lot more strands on the outside. When it comes to the middle part, when it comes to, oops, I'm trying to make a circle. When it comes to the middle here where the shine is, you don't see as many strands. So all the strands are on the outside. There's like literally a spotlight that's shining onto her face. That's how anime works. Where is it? Go back to that layer. Works. Yeah, enjoy the ice. I haven't gone outside. The only time I experience the cold is when I open the front doors to talk to the people who run the doorbell. But that's it. Or if I have delivery. I don't really do much outside stuff. So I haven't really been enjoying it or suffering from it. I don't know what it's like. You went out for a walk in the snow once? I wouldn't really call it a walk. I went to the backyard in a t-shirt and I just stood out there. I stood out there when it was snowing. It was like freezing cold, but my body temperature was like really hot and I'm like, I need to cool down. And then once I felt cold again, I just came back indoors. Time to drag the hag out for exposure to the elements. No! No, you can't do that to me! Never. I'm gonna cry and scream. I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I'm gonna turn into a 5-year-old kid. You can't call me hag anymore. I'm gonna throw a baby tantrum. Start yelling. You know what's really funny? Is that like, if you think about it, like back in the day when you were a child, right? When you're a tiny creature and you're throwing tantrums and you're getting really like emotional over something. If you were to see a kid doing that now, right? You'd probably just laugh at them. And be like, this isn't even a big deal, right? But you let them have their tantrum. But as a kid, it meant everything to you. And that's why you're throwing that tantrum to begin with. And so thinking back to those incidents, I was like, wow. I must have looked so stupid. Ark of Wisdom, what caffeine drink should I have today? Black tea. You're gonna hate my answer. Don't bother asking. My types of caffeine is not the same. I don't have good taste in caffeine. Just some black tea. I have no wisdom when it comes to caffeine. It's either I will either tell you black tea or black coffee. And someone out there is gonna be like, yeah, both options are terrible. You're probably thinking right now, why did I even bother asking Ark? Why do I even bother? A green tea monster? Yeah, let me just do the complete opposite of what you just said because those options are terrible. Bless you for the tea taste. The tea taste? Am I reading that correctly? The tea taste, because I talked to Clock and all he drinks is Monster or Celsius. That guy needs to, like, stop drinking so much friggin' sugar. It is bad for us, guys. It's bad. Our bodies get addicted to it. It's the #1 cause of a lot of issues in our body. All the... what is it? Not the bacteria. Maybe the bacteria, the bad bacteria feed off sugar. Cancer cells love sugar, guys. They do. Yeah, they do. There's been studies that one of the best ways to get rid of cancer cells is to starve them. To stop feeding them sugar. We actually get like several mutations, cell mutations in our body, like little pieces of cancer in our bodies all the time. But they're either benign, or they never grow. But if you keep feeding them, they will get bigger. They will get bigger, and then it will cause problems, and then that's when people go, wait, hold on. Now there's a mass in your body. That must be a cancer then. Because you like sugar? No, our bodies just love sugar because it's so easy to process. It's like free energy. It requires no work. It requires no work to get that energy. Your body's like, I can just process it almost instantly. Okay, I'm slowly getting the... I don't need so many strands here. I'm just... What am I doing? What am I doing here? The only thing left is to add highlights. You know what's... I said I was doing eyes, but... but no. Now we're stuck on hair again. And the best highlights is with the glow dodge layer. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. Look at that. We take a shadow brush. Let's use this one. And I gotta make sure that all the dark parts are still dark. Now I'm erasing all the light. All the parts where the light shouldn't be shining. This is still too much light. There's way too much light. I'm locking in hard right now. I see Arknate Arc 99's Wisdom. What's a good team for Alesh? I love playing Fishman. Is myself insert into the game. I love him! I love his sunglasses! Or is it... They are sunglasses, right? I love his glasses. I love the fact that he fishes. I actually don't know. He's cryo. Build the entire cryo team. Does he do solidification? I haven't really looked at him much. I think from what I remember there was solidification, and I think his BIS weapon is jet. Is the jet. Hello, Crystal. Welcome in. The eyes, they scare me. They're just white. It's just whiteness. It's just the void. Her eyes have rolled back so much that she has no pupils now. She has no eyeballs. Should I like unscare you guys by giving her some eyeballs? Does she need eyeballs? Does she even need eyeballs? Would you say that is closer to what we're looking for? I can still add some, like, get rid of some of the highlight. I don't need that much. Just a little bit. And I think what some people do is that they just add a little bit everywhere. Actually, let's make that a different layer. How to make hair look a little bit more 3D. I still suck at it, but I think this entire strand needs to be bright. Oh boy, okay. There we go. No lighter color. There we go. No, even lighter. There we go. Ah! No, it's too much. Oh, the struggles. I'm gonna grab this. Maybe? Maybe. Too much light. Me and my villain monologue. Ah, I'm getting blinded. Rather than villain monologue, I feel like that's your vampire monologue. About to suck some blood. Ah, there's too much light. Ah, turning to dust. Ah, I'm disintegrating. This is gonna become a Levitane study. This is gonna become an Arknight's 3D study. Art study. I think the hair is pretty close, guys. How much light do we want? It's actually really interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen this, have noticed this, but all of the light on the hair, like this entire lights band on the character model, is not actually part of the texture on the hair. I noticed this because someone's downloaded one of the 3D models for Arknights, and they're all missing that light band. So it's actually it's just part of the shaders, and I don't know how they're able to just isolate the hairband so that the light only is reflected here and not everywhere else. Really cool. Also, something that I've noticed too is that like all the hair strands are like, they're not covering the eyeballs. Look, like right as it hits the eyeballs, it becomes translucent. That's really neat. That's something, I don't know how you can achieve that with 3D. That's your wife? Yeah, it's not, yeah, the hair highlights are not baked into the textures. So fun. I'm so amazed, I don't know. I'm really amazed by the art direction in Arknights Endfield. I've been using Fin Chaser 3.0 and his signature weapon I've been using... Is it Fin Chaser? Is that the one? It's not Jet. See, I haven't looked at him at all. You probably know Alesh more than I do. I've been using to Asai and Alesh and Estella and Fluorite. I just hope to pull Yvonne or Lasterite. Yvonne would work well with him, I think. She is cryo, right? Would Elash be more of a support than a damage dealer? I really like his ultimate though, because it's just like he pulls up a giant fish. It feels like he pulls out a giant fish. I want to practice how to make that light. The light part might actually be one of the easiest. Just use a glow dodge. Just use a glow dodge layer. This is what it looks like on normal layer. This is what it looks like on glow dodge. Like it acknowledges all of the shadows that you placed onto the previous layers, onto the layers below it, so that it doesn't, wherever it's dark, it doesn't go through. And you can also do this too. You can take a different color, right? Like if you don't want white, I want to show you something super cool. Super cool. Let's use pink. So this is what it looks like on a normal layer. If I were to change this into glow dodge, right? The light turns pink. If I were to go over it even more, it starts turning white. I could... This is still pink. This is still pink. But... So it keeps the edges pink. It keeps the edges pink, but the inside is a white light. If I were to turn this to a normal light, it just looks like that. It's just pink. I'm just constantly putting pink over it. So that's why I love glow dodge so much, because it actually looks like light. This is my favorite blending layer. It's so nice. It's so nice. I use this for everything. This is my cheat blending type. Yeah, this is what it looks like normally. Anyways. The glow here looks so much better than Procreate. I don't think does Procreate have glow dodge? I think if they do have glow dodge, you might be able to take advantage of that too, but I remember when I was using Procreate, from what I remember, there wasn't glow dodge. It's just add. Yeah, it's not the same. So like add looks like this. It's definitely not the same. It kind of looks like light, but it's like it's still very isolated. It doesn't consider the fact that there's like shadows on the other sides and everywhere else. Yeah, it loses, yeah, you're right, it loses a lot of saturation too. In fact, I think glow dodge layer makes it more saturated than the normal. See, it's not really pink anymore, it turns red on where the darkest parts of the hair are. So normally this would be like, these are black almost black lines. So where the pink hits, it turns red. As it should, like in real life. That's why I love it so much. And then if you want, you can lower the opacity. You can add a shadow layer, shadow brush just to delete parts of it so that you get a red highlight instead. Or we can do this. This is a red highlight instead of your usual, instead of the white. I do think this makes things a little bit more interesting. It's still so much whiteness. There's still so much. Oh, okay. Sorry. I like it when highlights are subtle. I don't like it when there's too much. Get rid of this. No, I think I need that. This is what a little bit. Just a little bit. It's so shiny. Right? So now the hair looks a lot more 3D. I should focus on the eyes. I don't like the eyes. I don't like where the eyes are looking. They're a little bit too close together. Was it layer information? It's called Glow Dodge. The blend type is called Glow Dodge. Okay, I drew the eyeballs on part of the hair layers. We're gonna have to remove that. Rookie mistake. There we go. I'm gonna separate them just a bit. Because we are drawing anime. We can make this face look cuter too, but we're gonna turn her into a hag. I need to do more stretches throughout the stream. Cute elf girl making art. I'm a dragon. Thanks. Alright. So I do like art styles where the, what is it called? The outlines of the eyes are a little bit thicker. So this is still a little bit too thin for me. But if we're to make it... Let's just focus on one eye for now. Let's not do both. It actually looks really neat. You can make it super stylized if you make it super thick. And if we're gonna follow the style of Enfield, it looks like it blends upwards a little bit, but I think that's just eyeshadow. She doesn't go to space often. I should probably go up more. Or to eject myself through the, what is it called? The hemisphere? No, the atmosphere into the hemisphere. What is that layer called? And each individual eyelash. And also the bottom of the eyes as well. Now let's make the brush smaller. We need to determine, we're gonna make the eyelashes 3D. If we make the eyelashes 3D, I think they pop out a little bit more. And if we want, we can also add some highlights to them as well. Too bright. So treat the eyelashes like a 3D object. That's a style. That's a style choice. You don't have to. The stratosphere. The exosphere. The exosphere! What is the exosphere? This is the first time I've heard of that word. But yes, the stratosphere, that's the word I was thinking about. The stratosphere. So either we add the light at the bottom, because if you think about it, there's bounce light from the face upwards. This is bounce light. If we want to make this super detailed with lighting, we can add bounce light. Is that too extra? Maybe. And then we could add regular light here, but I need a shadow brush. Hemisphere is half sphere. And the atmosphere is a whole gradient of breathable air from the ground out, and the exosphere is everything past it up to halfway to the moon. So it's the exosphere. So I want to get ejected into the exosphere, into space. So atmosphere is still too low. I need a higher altitude, guys. I need to go up. I don't like this. Line? One downwards. No, these are super 3D lashes. 3-dimensional lashes. Is that too much? Perhaps. But you can't really tell. Oops. You can't really tell when you zoom out. It actually might be better to just have no bounce light. The atmosphere includes stuff like the troposphere and the stratosphere. There are so many terms. Okay, I'm gonna test myself on this later. Hemisphere is half. That makes sense to me. The word hemi is usually used in words that mean half. And atmos, I've never actually heard of it. Atmosphere is I've heard of the word atmosphere. But atmos, I've never heard of that in the beginning of any other word. Atmosphere is the whole gradient of breathable air. So, okay. That I kind of already know. And the exosphere. Exosphere sounds cool. So it's like everything else. It's everything included. And inside the atmosphere is the troposphere and stratosphere. Is the hemisphere also within the atmosphere? Are you drawing an Endman? No, I'm just doing random studies. We're not drawing anyone in particular. I just said, let me draw a girl, and then I just kept going. This is definitely not the Endman. We can turn this into Endman. Should we turn this into Endman? She needs way more hair to be Endman. I kind of like this. So there's still a little bit of bounce light, but not too much. I'm starting to get hungry. It's 11. Also got a dip. Early lunch is calling. That should have been me! Sorry. I'm so hungry. I'm speaking like directly into the mic. I'm sorry if I broke your ears. Effectively, exo means outside of. One day. What do you mean by one day? It could be today. Why wait? Why one day when it could be like right now? My stomach just grumbled. All your fault. It's all your fault. It's because you mentioned food. Now my tummy's like, yeah, it's... You're hungry, aren't you? Hehe. I am hungry. And leftover pasta from yesterday. That might be my lunch too. I'll just focus on one eye. What am I doing here? I'm adding highlights. And oops, I'm adding highlights because you're making everything 3D, including the eyelashes, but also the outline of the lines as well. I need to see how levitating does. Yeah, so it's essentially the same thing. The eyelashes don't have as much dimension as mine, but that's fine. We're just doing studies right now. They probably don't need that much dimension just because no one's gonna be that focused on the eyelashes. I will never do this for any commission, by the way, for any work that I do, but it's just today I'm just putting some extra work just so I can have some options in the future if I do want to add cool things to other things. I can't even English anymore. Things are just becoming things. I'm just gonna describe everything by calling it a thing. We first put the thing on the other thing, and then we put the thing on the other thing, and this becomes another thing. Whatever that means. I would be the worst teacher. Imagine I'm trying to teach a group of students. I'm like, yep, first you open up this thing, and you open up that thingy, and someone out there is probably really blind or they can't see what I'm doing, and they're like, what thing? Sorry, miss, what thing? What are you talking about? And I'd be like, the thing. This thing. And then I will never explain it. Ugh. Okay, yeah. I think that kind of works. I know what a lot of artists like to do as well is that in the closer part of the eyelashes, they like to... Where is it? They like to make it so that it's semi-translucent. Or they just add red. So that is what we are going to do. Hello, Severe. Welcome in. When did the Stardust Sneezer sneeze too much that they just changed? Is my hair color different? Did it change? How do you know that's what happened? How do you know I didn't just dye it a different color? I don't want the eyelashes itself, the individual eyelashes to be red. I just want the outer parts. Which means that we're gonna have to copy and paste this as well and put it up here. Oh. There's like 5 layers for the eyes already, and I haven't even started on the eyeballs. Oh god. Just a hunch. Starts to question it. You can't tell me what to do. I'm a rebel. Starts questioning everything. Have a lovely day, I hope. I'm having a good day. Hope you are too. I'm not having like the best day. I feel like it could be better. I feel like there's a lot of decisions I could have made this morning that could have made it better. Like, no, decisions I should have made last night that could have made it better. Like, sleeping early is one of them. I think if I slept earlier, I would have had a better morning. But alas, it is what it is. I had work to do. I had no choice. Oh wait, this is neat too, because on the top of her eyelids it's red. But I wonder if it's just because Levitane's red. At least the work is done. Part of it, yeah. There's still more to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really like what they did with this. Copy. Copy, paste. Look at the light here. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. The light's not really baked into the hair textures. The light band. You don't see it up there. The light is coming from behind and up. Here is pretty simple. It's just light in the front, sort of. No, light coming from front and to the side. I can't think anymore. I'm hungry. One day you will listen to that 11:30 alarm. To rush work as well. Oh god. Work. We have work to do. Anyways, let's take a look at Perlica. Go get something to eat. When is the next ad break? You're not telling me anything. Why? As I wait for the page to load and I search at Perlica. Perlica, I need your 3D model. Nowhere am I getting her 3D model. Oh, here it is. Is this gonna work? I'm zooming. So it's just a Levitain thing. It's only a Levitain with red eyeshadow. Because I think if they put red eyeshadow on Perlica, it would be way too bright. Her eyes would be like popping out because she should have got some blue eyes. Like that's where her focus, where you're focusing on, right? His effect is blue, but if you put red, it's gonna be like, oh my god, you look like a battery. Sorry, not a battery. What is it? The battery bunny? You guys know what I'm talking about? I can't wait for lunch today. It's Hawaiian food. Where's mine? Where's mine, Ube? What kind of Hawaiian food are you eating? What's the dish called? From the future, I'm not pointing out obvious mistakes at work. That's a good thing to do. Don't make more work for yourself. Unless you're the boss, then you could be like, yeah, there's a mistake here, and then you can assign someone to do it for you. The Energizer, yeah, the Energizer bunny. Was it blue and red? Energizer bunny. Was it pink? Was it pink and blue? It was pink. I remember red and blue. I guess it's because of the drumsticks. I haven't seen this guy in forever. Duracell also has a bunny. Duracell bunny? Why are they all bunnies? Why do they look the same? Why does Duracell have a bunny? Duracell's bunny looks like, I'm sorry, but I don't like Duracell's bunny. It looks like one of those plushies from a horror game. That it has this very innocent look to it, but it's got these eyes that look like they're about to kill you. You know what I mean? If it's got some killer eyes. Like, look at this. Like, at least with Duracell's, sorry, Energizer Bunny, it's got sunglasses on and you can't see it. You can't see its eyes, but these are some, like, I'm about to murder you eyes. No, the entire face. I'm about to murder you. These are not happy eyes. Right? Ew, right? This is what you would find in Friday Nights at Freddy's. This is a FNAF bunny. Is that the rabbit from SH? What is SH? This is from Duracell. This is the Duracell bunny. So like obviously, maybe that's why they didn't keep it, because it looks like a murderer. A serial killer. And this is, okay guys, this is the Energizer bunny. We're doing a bit of comparisons right now. This is Energizer bunny. And obviously it's 10 times cooler. It's got sunglasses. It doesn't have the killer eyes. It doesn't have like the I'm about to kill you smile either, right? This is a cool shape for a nose. It's got slippers. It's got a whole ass drum. This is way better than Duracell bunny. The same vibes as that emote? Kind of, yeah. The factory must grow. Yeah, we're analyzing Endfield models, character models, and we're trying to translate that into 2D format. Like I'm studying Endfield models right now and how they add lighting everywhere. And how they do their eyes, because their eyeballs are so pretty. Look at this. This is a very pretty eyeball. Like from far away, you're like, oh yeah, okay. Levitane's eyes are just purple. You zoom in and you're like, wait, there's yellows in there, there's reds in there, there's blues in there. It's not just purple. And same with Perlica's. Perlica's, she's got like a, from far away, you can't really, she just looks like she has blue eyes. When you zoom in, you're like, wait, her pupil's yellow. She's got so much shine in there. There's so much shine in the eyes without adding the actual highlights, like the dots, right? And that's the one thing I want to do with my art too, is how do I make my art pop out like this? So we're already done with the hair. We're like, how do we make the hair look 3D? But now it's time for the eyes. I'm making the eyes a little bit more 3D than theirs by adding more dimension to the eyelashes and giving them thicker eyelashes. Still very messy, but still, we get the point across. That's all that matters. It's Peak Fields. This is Peak Fields. I'm actually super excited to get to the second area in Arknights in Endfield, because I know that's where the story starts peaking. That's where the story starts actually happening. Things are actually starting to happen, because all of the current enemies in Valley 4 are just, oh, they're so boring. No longer Winfield is Peakfield. Yeah. Did you know that they gave us the launch date since forever ago? It was never Winfield. It was always like, we have a clue here field for you guys to figure out exactly when this game is about to launch. They left us a hint the entire time. They gave us the launch date a long time ago. We just never knew about it. And it was in Levitane's. It's her birthday. Levitane's birthday is January 22nd. Levitane's birthday on her profile, right, on the website was, it says same as Endman's. That was her birthday date. They didn't actually give us an actual date, but it was same as Endman. But they gave us Endman's birthday. And Endman's birthday was January 22nd. That was when Endman woke up. That was when Endfield launched. It was on her birthday the entire time. We just never noticed, and everyone's like, Winfield this, Winfield that, but it's literally right there on the website. That was really cool, by the way. Heavy did that. After starting soon. Oh, it's snack time. Alright guys, I will be back. I will be back in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna go take a pee break as well. And then grab snack. I will wash my hands. Yeah, it was Herefield this entire time. Okay. Running ads now. BRB. Why am I getting shooted at? What is going on here? Why is there a gun being pointed at me? Hello, Raps. Welcome in. How are you doing? Why are you dead now? There's a story here. A story I'm unfamiliar with. Crystal shot a gun and suddenly they're dead. I am the bone of my gun. I am the bone of my gun. Okay, I have questions. Did I get coffee? No, I have tea. I have jasmine and chamomile tea. Put some jasmine leaves in there and shoved a few flowers in there. Some hot water, called it a day. So no coffee. Are you winning? We are drawing. I guess if is there a win-lose in drawing? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can answer that question. I feel like a winner, so maybe yes. We should all feel like winners. Art is winning. Art is always winning. Yeah. You're drawing what you like, so yes. Maybe. Hi, Clock. Good morning. Do I feel like a winner? Do you guys feel like winners? 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 What did I say? It's a different word. Do you guys feel like winners? After you draw the line for the 40th time, I don't think you're winning. We haven't done that yet. Please don't jinx it. Are you guys hearing this? We're like no longer listening to music. We're listening to something else. Let's switch the music to something that's actually music. No, we're back to Eden, but Actually, this is fine. No, it's not fine because you guys have been listening to this forever. I actually really like Night Shift. Oh, this might work. Let's try it. No, it doesn't work. I selected the wrong file. The wrong folder. This is the right one. This is the ending theme. This is our ending stream song. Water is just dripping in a cave. The thing with all of the music that I have is that they're also meant for D&D campaigns as well. Or TTRPG campaigns. They're meant for a lot of things. You lose when you forget to save and your PC freezes. No, jinx it! I actually didn't save. I actually don't think I'll be saving this. I don't know if I'll be keeping this at all because it's supposed to be a study. I'm just learning. I'm learning as I go, and then everything will get stuck in my brain. And then once it does, I go, okay, I'm never gonna look at this piece ever again. So, here's the thing, with characters, right? If I want this character to look soft, I want bigger eyeballs. If I want this character to look menacing, I probably want smaller eyeballs. But my goal here is to make this character look softer. That's why the eyeballs, or the eye outline, the outline of the eyes are drooping down. So let's create a new layer. It's good to save to compare in future. Comparisons? No, I don't never do that. I mean, I could. Let's do pink eyes because I never actually get to draw pink. I hate the color pink. But today we will draw pink eyes. So big eyeballs is really big that extend because the eyeballs are not completely, the eyes are not completely open, right? They kind of, they're like partially covered. This is kind of nice because it matches the colors of the highlights as well. Yeah, drooping down, droopy eyes. Droopy eyes. This is also one thing that I've noticed some artists like to do is that they take like a grayish blue, a blue-gray. This might not work for eyes that are already blue. Needs to be lighter. But instead of drawing an outline for the eyeballs, they kind of just make it so that it blends. Oops. It blends outwards. It blends into the eye whites. Like that. What if I were to combine this technique with like the Endfield eyeballs? What would happen? Would we make it really pop? Who knows? It's hard to make an expression with these eyeballs because now there's barely any eye white. Okay, we're gonna make things smaller. Make this eyeball smaller. Just a little bit smaller. I have to liquefy because I'm too late to redraw it or draw over it. There we go. Okay, now it's a tiny bit smaller. There's more eye white. Now there are some times when I want to compete with myself by comparing my old art with my new art. But then I look at it and I go, the art style completely changed. And I don't know if I can compare, if it makes sense to compare. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work because I want the outline of the pupils to be black. And if it's black, will it stand out too much? It might be fine. Line is too thick though. Let's do this. We're thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. That is a pupil. I should probably make this on a different layer in case I want to move it around. And it was too close to the outside. I need it to be closer to the middle of the face. I mean, when you do similar style in the future, but compare how the change in art style mean for growth? Maybe. Maybe I'll save it. And so there's not too much contrast. I do want to add a little bit of outline. Not too much. Dot, 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 dot. Okay, no, this works. This works because usually with line weight, I wonder if I can do this too. There's two lines going down. Do we still keep the gray? Yeah, we still keep the gray on the outside. But I still want to add some clarity and definition to the eyeballs as well. We're doing something a little bit different, but it's still a study. Now let's add some shadows. It's shadow time. Shadow the Hedgehog? No, just shadows. Starts drawing spiky black lines. I don't even need a shadow brush for this. Because I'm gonna blend everything anyways. I need to blend more. Whatever. Alright. How do I add... What color would work well with pink? What would stand out? Blue? Like more of a green blue than a regular blue. I feel like purple would work too. Add a new layer. No, this is gonna be under the multiply. Oh yeah, that really stands out. Ooh, okay, we're getting somewhere. Bluish greens. Yeah, we want like the contrast, so this definitely would work. You're right, bluish greens. It's like how if you zoom into Levitanes, she uses a completely different color. Like on the opposite side of the color wheel with yellow and purple. And same with this one, blue and yellow. So I probably don't want to stay within the same spectrum of colors. So if it was blue, I probably don't want to go with green or purples because it's too close to it, and then you wouldn't really be able to tell that there are different colors in the eyeballs. So something like blue would really pop. And then what they do as well is that it's darker on the outside of the eyeballs and it's lighter on the inside. So what I'm used to doing is I usually do darker on the top and then light at the bottom, like with my own eyeballs, as you guys can see. But let's try something different. Instead of using a muddy dark pink here, we're actually gonna increase the saturation. And use saturation or depth instead of... What layer is this? Oh, instead of using darker colors. Now let's add some texture. Because the irises aren't just circular. Not just a circular design, there's a lot of lines inside. One day I will get there when I know what color works with what. It took me a while too. It's hard. Then the multiply layer saved me. And then eventually later on I started to actually do my own color picking. She looks like she has pink eye, guys. She looks evil. I think it's the pink. I think the pink is like too dark. But maybe that's the point. It does pop though. Even though that wasn't my intention. It wasn't my intention to make her look strange and evil and psychedelic. I need another color. Do I need another color? I don't really need another color. No, I don't need one. I do need this to blend in a little bit more though. Thanks for the 17 months, Smokey! Wow, it's been a long time. Maybe add some pink in the middle? Okay, yeah, that would work. I found that basic composition and color theory goes a long way somehow. It does. It does. I think coloring is one of the hardest parts of art. But once you get it, you can pretty much do anything. Okay. I think she looks evil because there's not enough highlights. Because we haven't added the highlights in yet. But these are like some very dead eyes that we got going on here. And in order to add highlights, we're gonna go back with the glow dodge layer. That's my favorite layer. We're gonna have to put it over the multiply. Like that. See, there's like this red band around it that I really love. Because of the pink behind it. Sometimes when there isn't one, I like to go and add another layer, add an overlay. The eyes usually have so many different layers. And just go around it. But because it's already pink, we don't really need to do that at all. Actually, it does add a bit more glow. Let's just do that. There we go. Cries and add layer. It's time to get Clip Studio. Actually, I feel like add layer works as well. So it's like what I just did here, right? So get rid of this one. Wait, where's the other glow dodge? I have so many layers now. I can't keep track. Get rid of the hair highlights. Let's do what we did before. Let's do like a pink. No, let's do a white. White light. Turn this into. Do you guys have add glow? Because add glow, oh, it's also kind of nice. It's not as good as a glow dodge. But how about we just do a regular add layer? Regular add layer. And then we do the same as we did before, right? We make it a little bit smaller. Oh, wait, this is what I used to do. This is what I've done before that I haven't shown you guys. I take the liquify tool and I do this with the highlights because the hair doesn't really stay in... They're not all flowing in one direction unless the hair itself is like very, very, very straight and they're all going down in one direction. And I like to do this. I like to take the liquify tool. I like to move it around. Grab the shadow brush again. We're gonna delete some parts. I haven't gotten to the part where I really want to show you guys what I'm talking about yet. Let's just do this. Right? And there's more strands on the outside than there are on the inside. So that's the add layer, and then you add a new layer. If you want the outer edges, you add an overlay, take the red, or I guess it was pink before. Grab the spray brush and go back to normal first. It's fine. Just regular add. I feel like it makes no difference. Add in like regular. So overlay, and you just go around it. So it doesn't really give off the same effect completely, but it does help add color. I love the overlay. Blending type as well. So we have these two. Versus if you want to be a little bit more lazy, we have this one, which could have looked better. This could have looked better if I also used the liquefy tool and I went like, and I did this earlier, but I didn't. They are two different, they do have two different looks though. What if I were to mix and match the two? Now there's too much glow. I need to put this higher. And if I were to bring this up here, lower it just a little. Oh no, that wouldn't work. Not super bright. Praying I can access CSP soon. I still need to stack another clipped saturated layer. And the calculation isn't quite the same. Rather than is there saturation on Procreate? For adding saturation, I always use overlay. Like I always just end up using overlay. So Levitane's hair, for instance. Move this all the way up. Like if I wanted to make Levitane's hair brighter, I do this and delete whatever is not part of the hair. So something like this, and already it like pops a lot more. You of course don't need that much though. Probably only where the hair shine is. It's pretty powerful compared to tablet Procreate. Yeah, you get all of your 3D models as well. 3D models sometimes helps with my art process when I'm lazy or when I can't think of what to draw, or I'm too stupid to know like exactly how the anatomy works. Anyways, back to the eyes. We're almost done. I think the only thing missing right now is just reflection. Reflection and maybe a little bit of more lights. There's more. No, we need more dimension somewhere. So we can still do what I did with my own eyeballs. To add a glow dodge. Go higher because all the eyes are up here. There we go. At the bottom. That might be too much. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit's good enough. And then last but not least, some reflection. And with the reflection color, I actually don't want to use the same as the actual, even though it makes no sense. Like if you look at Levitane's eye reflections, oh no, hers are red because her hair is red. And then Perlica's are kind of beige-ish. Like if you wear it on top, right? It's like beige-ish because her hair is... she's blonde. But if it's black... I might want to use the skin for reflection instead. So, reflection color is the skin color. And then I blend out these sides. And I make it so that, let's try soft light. Does this do anything? I don't really like it. Oh, dodge is too much. Add? Like add would sort of work. So this is before, this is after. Still? I think there's too much. Oops. And lower opacity. Now it kind of looks more 3D. I think this works. Perlica has an extra layer of light. What if we were to double it? Duplicate this layer, control copy paste. And I just... oh. Use this, move it slightly higher. So there's one reflection, two reflection. I think this works, guys. I think this is an eyeball. We just have to do the bottom lashes now. Okay. Perlica is perfect waifu materials because she's peeling apple for us when we first wake up. I am going to argue with you that she didn't even peel the apple properly. We woke up, okay, Edmund woke up, Perlica came over with a peeled apple, but it wasn't cut in slices and there were no utensils and she didn't even bother feeding us. So she only did like 1/10 of the job. She was like, here you go, do the rest. It was very half-hearted. It wasn't even half-hearted. It was like a fourth-hearted. It was a fourth-hearted job. She could have cut it into slices. She could have cut it into smaller pieces. She could have given us a fork at least. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, hold on to the entire juicy-ass apple without the skin and have my fingers be soaked in apple juice and eat it? No. No. I want my fork. You get it? Or at least just give me the entire apple whole. I'd rather eat the skin. I'd rather be holding on to the skin and eating it, the apple whole, than having a peeled apple in my hand. She was about to, but she had way more priority than apple, us. No, she's not doing a good job. Sorry, Perlica, you're not wife material. She's just friend material. That's what a friend would do. A friend would peel the apple and just give it to you. A wife would do a lot more than that. Do you want to? Yeah, even better, rabbit shaped. I'm pretty sure Amia would do that for me, but she's my daughter. Amia would peel into rabbit shaped apples, apple slices. So no, I disagree. Raise your expectations, okay? Raise your expectations. Your expectations are too low. Anybody could peel an apple for you, but only a wife would cut it into slices and feed it to you. Yeah, add some caramel sauce. That's wife for life. Wife for life. Anyways, we're almost done. I'm thinking about food now again. It's all because of you. It's all your fault. Now I'm hungry again. No, it's not your fault. It's just me. I'm a breakfast skipper. I'm a dirty breakfast skipper. If I wasn't skipping breakfast, I'd be hungry. Sorry, I wouldn't be hungry. If she's a friend, she'd throw the apple at you and tell you to suck in the last job. That you suck in the last job? Is that what your friends do? Get better friends, man. I have you know my friends would tell me I do a good job. Stares at some of my friends here in chat. I saw you guys earlier. You guys would tell me I did a good job, right? Didn't you have a snack early? I had a piece of garlic, which wasn't enough. Right? I saw you, Raps. Right? You would tell me you did a good job, right? Say I don't trust Raps. I don't trust this guy. Not everybody has the same eyelashes as Levitain. I don't trust you. I don't trust myself either. It's only Levitain who has eyelashes like that. Everyone else doesn't. I still really like them. You need to buy some snacks. I do have snacks. But they're not healthy snacks. I have a lot of snacks from Christmas. I've got like, I've got biscuits, chocolate covered biscuits. I've got chocolate pralines. I have been snacking on those actually because I do need my dark chocolate. But I still try to watch myself. It's only if I don't have control over my own body. Or when there is people in the kitchen and I'm like, I can't go to the kitchen, what do? The only thing I have available right next to me are my chocolate pralines. So I eat like 3 of them. Which isn't really enough. I wouldn't really call that a snack. You know what we need? We need some... We need some eyeshadow. So I really like blue eyeshadow with blue pupils, with blue eyes, because it makes it pop. But what happens if it's pink? Do we use pink? I feel like pink's kind of boring. Thank you for the follow, Crystal. 6-star eyelashes. 6 stars. 6 stars? Is that a rating? Like out of 5? Or is it 6 stars out of 10 stars? What are you trying to tell me? I'm confused. 6, 7? There we go. What happens if we make this lighter? An overlay? No. Normal? I think having a purple, like a purple pink, this color would be nice. This is like doing makeup. I feel like I'm doing makeup right now. Ah! And then eyelid folds. And with this, it blends upward, so it's like a hard line at the bottom, but it blends at the top. Kind of like that. These are eye folds. Do we pin it? Glock, what are you doing? The mod is abusing his powers again. Shake my head. It's fine. One day I'll get you. I think that's pretty much it. And it's just eyebrows. But nobody really looks at the eyebrows. Nobody gives a cat's turd about the eyebrows. We can absolutely make like cool, like better looking eyebrows though. Because even on the Endfield models, the eyebrows are just eyebrows. If we want to make it look 3D though, let's add a new layer. I decided against going for the eyebrows that go downwards because I don't want her to look angry. Please don't be angry. That scares me. These are like more three-dimensional eyebrows and we're just gonna blend them. And this hard line over here. Everything's three-dimensional. And so to make this part transparent, oops, we grab this, control copy, delete it on this layer, whoop, and it's gone. Now it's separated, and I can adjust the opacity here to whatever I want. Like that. And if we want to add even more dimension, we grab this, go back to the eyebrow layer, add some fine lines to it. Eyebrows grow the other way, sorry. Oops. The lines go this way. Right? It doesn't look as nice though. It doesn't look as nice because the entire eyebrow is going in like this direction. So it makes more sense for me to draw all of the lines going in that same direction. Even though it doesn't make sense. I mean, it kind of does. Actually, it kind of does. It does. Never mind. It does. It does make sense. There, some stray hairs. That's an eyebrow. We got half a face. Meow 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 meow. Hello, Ravi. Welcome in. Sorry I'm late. No, don't have to apologize, but I am leaving soon. Once I'm done with this. We can have one white eyeball, whatever. Screw the other one, we're just practicing here. We could also do the thing where the edges of the eyes are slightly lighter. Oops. Than the rest of the eyes. So this is a before, this is an after. It might be too bright though. Yeah, just a tiny bit lighter. Not too much. But if we were to make this lighter, then we have to make the edges darker. But this has to be like thicker and a bit more dimension. Oops. Black. It's such a small difference, but like if we look at Levitane's eyes, it adds a lot of dimension to the eyeballs as well. And I think, and partly because you don't really see it, maybe because just the model itself it's smaller, it's not really quite zoomed in. Right side of the face looks a little off, not sure why. I think it's probably because it's missing an entire eyeball. Just like your eyes. Are my eyes like that? Are my eyes like that too? I don't see anything. Are you lying to me? Never trust wraps. Am I missing an eyeball? Am I delusional? Maybe. Alright, the only thing missing is the mouth. I actually don't like the way mouths are drawn on 3D models too much. There's not much you can do though. There's not much. Actually, I kind of like this. It's like lighter on the inside and it's darker on the outside. Why are you eating a bunny? Why not? Do you want it? It's got my mouth germs all over it, but you can have it. You tell us you drew the eyes. I don't know. We're talking about the blur glow effect. No, not that one. I'm talking about the outside. This part of the eye, which you can't really see on my own eyeballs because I have so much eyeshadow. Maybe on my 2.0. Whenever I draw my 2.0, there's a lot of things I've learned over the past year and a half in art that I would love to apply to my own model. Like this. I think having eyes like this would be super neat. I made a mistake of making my 2.0 a little bit early, and so I was still applying the same art techniques as what I know onto that model, but with what I know now, I'm like, it'd be really freaking neat if I did this instead. Then the eyes would pop out even more. Yeah, those are not, it's not eye circles. They're not eye bags or eye circles. It's eyeshadow. It's eyeshadow. Let's just do a quick mouth before I go and have lunch. Rotate this back. Alright, let's see. So it's dark on the outside, light on the inside, but the best way to do it right now is just to use the ruler that we had. Very bottom layer. There we go. This the one? I think so. So it is thicker on the outside. Mouth is too low. I'm gonna have to move everything up. Higher. Can we get much higher? Like this. I could totally make her face look cuter though. It looks like someone who's taking care of you but about to murder you. Maybe it's her eyes. Let's fix that. Over here. This is the head shape. Where's the outline? Oh god, where's the outline? Did I put it in a completely different layer? So it's this layer. This layer. This layer. There's too many layers, man. There's too many. Chin is too pointy. Let's fix that. Let's give her a more defined jaw. The pointiness is also because of it's because of the shadow. Oh shoot, I have to do that again. 1, 2, 3. Now, if we fix the shadow, it would fix the pointiness of the face, because the face itself is actually not that pointy. For that to happen, we just need to blend. We just need to blend a little bit more. There we go. Blend it out. I sometimes use a blend tool as an eraser tool too. Like if I accidentally drew something on the hair and I need that fixed, I just blend it out instead of drawing over it. Why isn't this? Whatever. Screw the line work needs some work, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, we were doing the mouth, right? We were drawing the mouth, and then I completely lost track. I wasn't even reading chat. Hi, Nico. What is going on? She called me a chunk, a chopped unk. I did not say that. He keeps going on and on about being a chopped unk. This guy keeps believing that he's a chopped unk. He keeps saying that I keep calling him a chopped unk. No, you're not a chopped unk. You're just a regular unk. Nothing chopped about you. Alright, let's clip this down. Huh? You can't say anything, Nico. You're older than me. If I'm a grandma, what does that make you? Pizza called me middle-aged on Discord yesterday. I still haven't recovered. All just grandmas and grandpas here. Nico, like, see, Nico, you're just one of us. You're one of us. In fact, you're the youngin' here. We're just old and dying. You're gonna join the Discord finally and be a menace? Oh god. It's Wild West in there. Clock's trying his best to maintain sanity within the community, and I'm just there watching. Every time something happens, I'm like, whatever, Clock can deal with it. Okay, multiply. We do multiply for lip color because if I were to make this normal, right? If I were to do that, the line's gonna disappear. And I want to keep the line. We're keeping the line. Gotta blend this part. I gotta get rid of the top because I don't want too much lipstick on the top. So this is essentially like what they have. If I wanted a darker color, actually let's make it so that it goes out just a bit more. I like that. I don't really like it. It's too dark. You can always adjust the opacity. And actually, I don't really like this. It's just a single line. That's why I don't like 3D models too much, because it's the 3D models of Enfield too much, because it's just a single line. It's boring. It's boring. Lips have shape. I prefer this. It's a little bit cuter. It's almost like an M, like the cat or the cat W, but not quite there. A character is named Vamp because he's bisexual. Wait, how does that work? Wait, the correlation's not there. I don't see it. Are all vamps bisexual? I don't like how small the mouth is. I actually prefer this. I prefer a mouth shape like that over the mouth shape of Enfield models. The default shape. Oops. Now let's let's add a little bit of shine. Glow dodge. Again, because we love glow dodge here. Night. Why is this clipped? Oh, I gotta put it all the way up. Okay, I see. This is too much again. Because the light is coming from diagonal top. That's why I'm putting the shine here. But we can make it look even better. All vamps are bisexual. Bisexual. They have 2 fangs. Is that why? It's the teeth? It's mentioned in the game. Bisexual. Bisexual is a word. Add more dimension. That is not a word I needed in my vocabulary. It's a bad pun. I love it and hate it at the same time. Oh, this turned into a... This is a glow dodge, but it's too much. Is it? I actually like that. Okay, wait. Control copy, paste. Glow dodge, get rid of this. The dodge itself is too white. Bring it lower. Grab shadow brush and delete, because there's texture on the lips as well. It's not all smooth. And last but not least, let's fix the nose. This is the most anime we can do. The nose. If we add any more, it will become more realistic. All anime noses are just a dot. Mine included. We have no nostrils. See, if raps can call me youthful, why art gotta call me a chunk? I never said that. Fine, you're a youthful ABB. Nico is the most youthful of us all, I say with gritted teeth. I refuse it. I don't know. This guy's older than me. Time to go to EDC and Belt. Are you not there already? You don't go to Veld? Never mind, you are chopped. You're a hermit? You should go to Veld. I don't like having too many, like a light and a shadow. It's either I have light or have shadow. And not both. So we could do this. We could add light here and no shadow. And I think I prefer, usually I prefer light over shadow. I'm calling him Chunk. Hi, Era. Welcome in. We're doing some practice today. We're doing some face practice today with Endfield models as a reference. Aren't I right though? If Nico keeps believing he's a chunk, then he's a chunk. I don't care anymore. He's a chunk. You're winning arc. Fen, do you think Nico's a chunk? Screw my super fat chunk life. Exactly. Everyone here's a chunk now. We all accept the fact that we're all chunks. Nico's a chunk. I'm a chunk. You're a chunk. Nodup's a chunk. Fen's a chunk. Era's also a chunk. Raps is a chunk. Who else is in here? Clock's a chunk. Crystal's a chunk. We're all chunks. We're all chunking. We're chunking it out together. This is new. This is a new community name. We're all chunks. The Arc Chunks. And every time we start a stream, hey chunks, what's up? Welcome to Arc stream. Welcome to Arc stream, chunks. Anyways. What's a chunk? A chopped unk. I'm not saying you guys are chunky. You guys are all chopped unks. Myself included. Better than floppy disks? I think I prefer the floppy disks a little bit more. I'm gonna unfollow if I get called a chunk next stream. What if I called you a chunk right now? From now on, everyone here's a chunk. No matter what, you can't unfollow. You're not allowed to. You're a mod. The chunk is a friend I've made along the way. Exactly. Anyways, Okay, good. You guys can't hear the vacuum in the background. I am about to go now. I'm about to go eat. Longer streams will come back next week. This week, I am full of doing commissions that I don't want to stream, that I don't feel like streaming. I might stream them later on, but I don't feel like streaming them now. I might start streaming it once we get into the rendering, but because I'm still figuring out composition, I kind of have to lock in a little bit and can't talk while locking in, while trying to figure out compositions. It's too difficult because then I end up locking in to the actual composition, and then I go, wait, hold on, I actually don't like this pose. I can't fix it anymore. I have to redraw the entire thing. What games are we playing next week? We are going to be playing, there's definitely going to be like one Enfield stream. There's definitely going to be one Inscription stream. Man of Nolan, maybe. I don't know yet. Return of Limbus. I think so, maybe. If anything, you guys might go through the last intervallo with me just because I might be stuck on that for a bit. But if you really want Limbus Company, I can try. The sanity noise. Arc Chunk. No problem, Merc Chunk. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me, you chunks, is what I wanted to say. Thanks for joining me, chunks. I hate this word now. It's like, you know when you keep saying the same word over and over and over again, it just doesn't sound like a word anymore. It just sounds like a noise. And that's what chunk is to me now. It's just noise. There's no meaning behind it anymore. There's no point. Goodbye. Alright, wait, let's see who is streaming. Aya winning arc. Is that what I see? Am I late? Oh no, I'm late to the messages. Anyways. Twitch does that, where it like loads up previous messages. Who do we write into? Who do we write into? Let's go right into Blurtberry, who is streaming Quarantine Zone. The Last Check. More Quarantine is her name, is the name of the title. I don't know what this is. It looks like a first-person horror, but I'm not sure. Alright. Enjoy the stream, guys. Goodbye. I will see you guys tomorrow for... We're gonna finish off the visual novel. I think it's gonna be like 30 minutes of me reading, and the rest of it is probably gonna be another just chatting stream. Okay. Goodbye. Ark, what should I play today? Fen, go play some Endfield. Chunk emote when? What do you mean you're fine with that, Clock? Don't be fine with it. Nobody here wants to be a chunk. I'm just... Fine, if you guys want to be chunks, you guys can be chunks. I ain't stopping you.